We are looking at another foggy night coming up. Dense fog advisory has been issued for the area. You can see that fog, we call it a fog bank, sort of swinging in right now. It's dropped the visibilities for Nantucket, the Vineyard, and Cape Cod as well. And that's going to continue to push inland as the sun goes down. And get ready for another slow commute tomorrow morning with definitely some low visibility, possibly in some spots under a quarter of a mile, which can be dangerous for driving. So we'll lead with that, but we're just not looking at the nicest weather in the next couple of days as what we have had this week. So don't get used to the 70s and 80s because fall is going to make a comeback as we head into the weekend, but that's not before we're dealing with some rain on Saturday. As of right now, it does not look to be a lot of rain, and we did just get some new computer information here into the Weather Center. I will show you that, but we're kind of getting a weather system moving on both sides of us. We have a cold front coming in from the west, and we have Philippe, tropical storm now, likely loses that designation over the next 24 hours. That's going to be moving north and passing east of us as high pressure continues to slide away. That really did bring us some beautiful, beautiful weather. So let's time this out here. Again, clouds are going to increase along with the fog as we head into tomorrow. So not a beautiful sunny day like what we've had in the past few days. And it'll be cooling down a little bit, but we'll still be probably around 70 degrees tomorrow. So here comes the moisture from Philippe coming into your screen right here as we head into early Saturday morning. And here comes the cold front, right? So let's watch how this plays out. And again, we had showed you the one outlier in 4 o'clock of this big arm of rain that kind of wanted to spin its way in here. But it looks like the cold front, it's just progressive enough to get there in time and sort of push this a little bit further north up into coastal Maine and over towards Nova Scotia as well. So really it looks like we may be missing out on a ton of rain with this. So is Saturday going to be a complete wash? I think there will be some dry hours, and certainly it's looking better as we go later into the day. Here we are Sunday, and beautiful sunshine, maybe a few clouds spinning back in. We do have a big upper level low over southern Canada that will push some clouds and showers here into northern New England and parts of upstate New York, but will be dry. Other thing I want you to notice here too is you see these black lines, those are our isobars. The tighter those get, that indicates some windier conditions, so it will be blustery during the day on Sunday as well, but we'll see quiet weather heading into next week, but cooler air coming in as well behind that front. So I've shown this graphic a lot the last couple of days, but it is remained true and a good depiction of what happens here. So most of the heavy rain from the front, that's going to stay west of our area, and most of the heavy rain from Philippe, that's going to stay east of their area. And almost you can see with the circles that I've drawn on here, a little bit of a triangle here right over our viewing area of the lower amounts of rain. And if you look at the close-up here with the amounts thrown on, we're looking almost at like that same triangle. Am I good or what? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Quarter of an inch to around a half an inch of rain is what's mostly going to be expected here across Providence, Newport over to New Bedford. You start to see those numbers trend up a little bit more because I do think the extreme eastern portions of coastal New England likely are going to get grazed with that heavier rain from Philippe. Could also kick in some wave action and some wind action as well. Not going to be a good boating day. I would at least think there's going to be a small craft advisory for the waters here, if not maybe a gale warning, something to keep an eye on. But it would not be a very prolonged event, at least not from Saturday's wind. Sunday, we have the wind coming in the other direction. That might kick up the wave action down here a little bit, Block Island Sound, things like that. So again, looks like we're missing out on the worst of the rain, but it will still be dreary at times on Saturday. 59 tonight, clouds and fog. Again, the fog could be very thick tomorrow morning. Just give yourself extra time for the morning commute. Saturday, breezy with showers. The 5th, again, as Caitlin said, 5th Saturday in a row with at least some rainfall. I'm looking ahead, guys, here. I don't mean to jump the gun past what is a pretty decent second half of the 7-day, but I'm looking at next week, and again, it looks like that Saturday could have some rain.
Get out of town.
I'm walking off.
Get out of. You can't deliver that kind of news yet. Hold off on that. You're going to say, well, there's potential, or oh my God.
I might be
I don't mince
wrong.
words,
The model
John.
could change.
I don't mince words.
But
yeah.
the bearer of bad news, my friend. I mean, another weekend, that'll be rough.
Yes. Fortunately, much like last weekend, we were able to salvage it on Sunday. We'll be able to do that this time. Although last Sunday, remember, the temperatures were in the 70s. This time, it is going to be feeling much different. Most of the day, we go with a high of 60 to 62, but most of the day, up until 1 o'clock and then after 4 o'clock is going to be in the 50s.
Oh.
And it's going to be a little bit on the breezy side as well. So if you are heading out, get that flannel, get the fall feel. Get the
Welcome to October, friends.
Yeah, hot apple cider. So.
Oh.
Painting a nice picture there. Thank you, Jeff.